Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Stephen Kersh after a 7th place finish at the Western States 100 for the 2nd time in a row. How you feeling?
Pretty beat up, but
yeah,
happy to have gotten it done.
How did the day evolve differently from 2019?
Right, yeah. It was definitely a different day, just due to the heat and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I figured guys were going to still take it out pretty fast over the high country with the lack of snow.
Yep.
I was still surprised at how quickly we were moving and like the big pack of guys. So I was just kind of all day like, man, foot off the gas until canyons really, and then try to get some ground. But unfortunately, I just wasn't feeling good pretty much the whole time there. Like we got to last chance, and I asked a crew or a volunteer in there, I was like, is this like this would be a bad place to drop out, right?
No.
Yeah. And he said, yeah, this would probably be the worst. I was like, all right, well then just make it to Devil's Thumb, see how you feel, and then it's like make it to Michigan Bluff, see your crew. But I told Eric Sinsman at the bottom of El Dorado Creek, I was like, I'm dropping at Michigan Bluff.
Really? You thought your day was done?
Oh yeah. And then we got into the creek there, and my spirits changed. I felt a lot better. Had a really good climb out of El Dorado, and then just kind of focused on.
How long did you soak for? Did you just like splash? Did you actually get in?
Oh yeah, we had a 90-second maximum, so we were in there for 90 seconds. But yeah, I was having issues with nutrition, so I started eating a lot more real food and taking care of myself. And yeah, I just kind of flipped the switch at about Michigan Bluff and started to feel really good.
Yeah. Those soaks are sorely underrated.
Especially like days like yesterday, you have to do that. So
yeah, it's worth that 90-second, or even if it was 5-minute investment.
I was so over time at that point, I was taking time at aid station, so I knew it was just about being competitive and not about racing for time.
Yeah. And so you come through this really low point, you're going to drop. Is there any point after that where like the light switch really goes on, or you like flip the other way and like, I'm racing? Yeah,
it definitely flipped the other way. Even at Michigan Bluff, I was like, okay, well, I want to see my other crew at Forest Hill, so like let's at least get there. And then you're at Forest Hill. Yeah. It's hard to drop at Forest Hill with the crowds, and I had so much support from friends and family. And I was catching people. Like I saw Jared, and I was like, okay, buddy. Like, I guess I'm in 10th place now. Like I can't drop.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was lucky to catch a couple more people the rest of the day, and it turned out well.
Yeah. Were you able to enjoy any of the race?
Yeah, there were times of enjoyment.
Yeah.
It was way more painful than 2019. But, I did take some enjoyment, I think, in that experience. And then being able to just kind of claw your way back was very enjoyable and very fulfilling.
Yeah, can it be... Obviously, your time was way slower. But can you have as much satisfaction or even more pride of...
No. Yeah,
like totally. Having a finish and still performing well on it.
Yeah, I told my brother who paced me in the last 20, I was like, man, I'm so much more proud of this race than 2019. Because I just don't ever remember feeling so bad in 2019. And just to have the fortitude to keep going on I was proud of that.
Yeah. Well, I really wanted to interview you today if you had a good day, because you finished 7th last time. You had another good run. I'd love to know a little bit of your background.
Sure.
Like you're a creative professional, in flag, right?
That's right.
Like, what does your life look like down there?
Yeah, I have a pretty good life in Flagstaff, But I moved out to Flagstaff after my 5th year of running, and I pursued like road running and some marathoning for a bit, and then got in with the wrong group of guys: Tim Frerichs, Jim Walmsley, Cody Reed, Eric Sinsman, Jared Hazen, and they convinced me to try my hand on the trails. So. I've been running trails since only about mid-2018.
Totally.
But yeah, I do that, and then
you were a collegiate runner before that.
I was, I ran at Portland to Georgetown.
And what distances?
5K, 10K. Yeah. So yeah.
Long distance guy.
Long distance.
Yeah. Yes.
And then I qualified for the 202016 Olympic marathon trials. So I was still trying.
And then you're an Olympian, right?
Yeah. And I did represent Rio. No. But it was good to have a fast half marathon under my belt. And then, I do a lot of photography and directing of digital video. Yeah. Me and my partner have a little studio in Flagstaff that we work out of.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's been pretty incredible because you did your first ultra in mid-2018. You did your first 50 miler in in 2019, and then finished 7th at Western States. Does it feel like a really fast progression to you, or
it doesn't really? I mean, looking at it, I look at my results, and there aren't too many there.
Yeah.
So, and I look at some other guys like, man, they raced 35 times. So I'm still waiting. I thought yesterday was the closest to having a really bad experience because I've only really had positive experiences, but luckily it turned pretty positive.
Yeah.
So.
Is that light racing schedule pretty intentional?
I wouldn't say so.
No.
A lot of it has to do with, I mean, I feel like I picked kind of like bigger races, so I just want to be very prepared for them. And then last year, we didn't get any racing.
Yeah.
So other than JFK, which was fun.
Which was an incredible performance. Like,
right, yeah.
5:27?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just I like performing on stages like this more than local stuff, I suppose.
Yeah, so obviously you've come from the track and road background. You had a really good performance at JFK. You also, they call this a track meet, but there's a heck of a lot of mountain stuff. It's like, have you come to really enjoy the trail and the mountain stuff as much as the fast running, or?
Yeah, I mean, the faster running suits my background a whole lot more, but I do just love spending time in the mountains. I haven't had the opportunity to, like go to Silverton and camp for the summer and do all that kind of stuff. Yet, right. I am signed up for CCC, so I'll need to be doing more of that. So yeah, I do enjoy the mountains, but I think what comes natural to me is like, Cal Street and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just flowing.
So a Lake Sonoma would suit you.
Lake Sonoma was great for me.
Yeah.
That was my first 50. It went very well. Yeah.
So right on. Yeah. So you said you have CCC. Got to switch up the training a little bit for that.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, yesterday I was probably cursing myself for even attempting that. And it's only 8 weeks away, but yeah, we'll switch it up, take some down weeks, and hopefully using the stimulus to propel training and racing.
And it's nicer going in this direction, coming from building up the running and speed, and then enjoying the mountains, hiking and running.
Taking the views. Yeah.
Hopefully a little bit more.
Right, yeah.
Do you have any, I know it's just the morning after, but thinking about coming back here? Or?
I mean, you'd never want to say anything the morning after, but I kind of think I'd like to try some other stuff.
Yeah.
I've had 2 wildly different experiences, both very positive. But yeah, there's a lot of races out there, and
are there any that just kind of
I'd love to
fancy?
Do some of those quicker mountain races in Europe, Sierra Zanal, Mount Blanc Marathon. I think I could be very competitive with that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Because I think it is. I love Western States, but I don't know if it really suits me that well.
Or at least not yet. Or
right, exactly.
Use the speed while you have it.
Exactly. So sometimes I'm like, why are you doing this? I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But I think maybe doing some shorter stuff could be good for my long-term growth.
Yeah, I mean, but you can perform at that now still, but it also keeps you fast.
Totally, yeah.
As opposed to, I'm sure was there slogging at any point yesterday?
There was, always slogging a 100-mile race. But I felt better on the back half than I did in 2019. Like I was running most of the course, which I was walking a lot.
Wow.
2019. So yeah, there was some slogging, but I was pretty excited about it.
Right on.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of fast guys in Flagstaff right now. What's your dynamic with that group? Because one could envision like people just running each other into the ground like twice a day or whatever. But like, how does it actually play out for you?
I think maybe it used to be like that a bit more.
Yeah.
But man, we're just honestly like first and foremost, we're just friends,
Yeah.
And we like seeing that Eric finished gave me so much happiness. More so even than me finishing, just because I know what that guy has put into this race.
Yeah.
And to see him have like a good result, still not up to what he is probably capable of, but that was awesome, And it's just like I think first and foremost we're friends, and we get to go to the canyon together and run, and sometimes maybe we beat up on each other a little bit, but it's always friendly ribbing,
But also not too frequently to dig yourself in a deep hole.
No, I think we've all learned that rest days are good.
So that has happened in the past, maybe.
Yes.
All right.
It has. I can't confirm that.
Nice. Well, it was great chatting with you, and congratulations on another great run.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.